Yo, what's up, sleepers? It's your boy Eddbedhead here in the sleeping cinema, and today with me I have
It's your boy Chewy. I'm back in the studio.
hey, we got returning co-host.
It's Senpai back up in here again.
It's just Senpai.
Just Senpai. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, leave me alone.
And here, with a camera in front of him now, is Aleksey, also known as Backstab246.
Yes, the man running all their tech is now having a camera, so you guys can see him.
Yeah, he's looking.
Relax.
All right, so there will be timestamps in the description for our review if you're watching this on YouTube. That way you can skip ahead if you don't want to listen to spoilers and stuff like that. All right, and now with that, let's buy our tickets and grab our favorite concessions. So, how's your guys' week been?
I've actually had a pretty decently sized week. I've reading up on Hanako-kun. I saw your review on it. I do agree that the text is really small at times.
Yeah. I squint really hard to read it.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been having fun with that, and recently bought some CBD.
Ooh.
That will hopefully come in, next week or so.
Is it for sleep or recreational use?
Well, what recreation? I guess it just means like with anxiety, right?
Yeah.
Because
So
I feel like I probably have anxiety, but like I never had to actually deal
diagnose with yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully that helps you out, man.
with it. And last thing, I guess, I'm also gonna I've been like thinking up of a podcast of my own.
Oh. Let me know if you need to use the studio for that.
Yeah. It's just I was on a midnight drive a couple of days ago just to clear my mind and whatever. Plus they're just fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to look up if there's any type of podcast that like kind of like goes along with that, and I couldn't really find anything, so I was thinking of making my own.
That'd be awesome, man.
So you're gonna drive and do a podcast? Just sit there
No,
and talk?
no, but it's for people who are like, we're just like chilling and like don't want to really listen to music, but they just want like a
Or have a podcast that's called Midnight Drive.
yeah.
That'd be an awesome podcast.
That's the name.
That's the name of the podcast.
Well, the Midnight Drive or something around those lines.
It's pretty cool.
Something like that.
Idea. Yeah, let me know. We can set something up.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna charge you like $100 an
No,
hour for the studio.
I don't. I don't. Just for reference, I don't charge anybody to be here.
He says as
In
he
fact-
goes into the back room and charges me $150.
In fact, I should be paying you guys to be here, but we don't earn any revenue for this show.
We're
Wow,
not
what are you trying to say?
He threatens to break our legs every time.
He's like, now you guys, I need my back pay of $300
Oh
for
my
all the videos
God.
I've done with you guys.
First our legs, then our bank account.
Oh my god!
That's how it's gonna work.
All right, what about you, Senpai?
This week's been I felt like it's been very busy with me. I went to Texas over the weekend, like from Sunday till Tuesday. Watched my brother graduate. I got sick on Monday. The day he graduated, I was sick as heck.
Dang,
I was like, I had a fever. I
you
drove.
got that COVID?
No.
He had that COVID part
The
2.
Delta, yeah.
You got that Roni.
Yeah, maybe. No, I didn't. I'm vaccinated, so there's no way. No
No,
way.
you can
Well,
still
there is
get
a
it with
way.
that.
No.
But
there's no
Delta
way.
strain is pretty strong.
It won't be that bad.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. No, but I was, it was fun. I got to drive some go-karts down there that went 45 miles per hour.
Oh wow,
awesome.
that's fast.
Yeah, and then I spent $60 in the arcade to win 2 claw machine stuffed animals.
Oh
Hey, it wasn't as bad as the rental. The rental was $600
Oh,
Oh,
for 2 days, or 3 days technically. Because I
Sounds
got there
awful.
Sunday
what the
Sunday
heck?
morning.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this is what happens when you're underage.
Okay.
Underage.
Yeah, they charge like 100.
You're 22.
Yeah, but rentals you have to be 25 to not get the charge the extra fee.
What?
Yeah,
There's
20
stupid. Yeah, there's stupid rules all over.
Yeah, so like it's even in Michigan, it's like that.
Oh.
Like I got charged. It was like $160 extra. The original price was like 2 something.
What are we renting?
A car, just a normal
okay.
car.
Yes, just to rent a
What?
car, you have to be at least like.
He rented a yacht.
like you were saying.
Even if it's like a 2001?
Yeah.
2001.
They don't have-
I don't think they have 2001 still.
No, they don't have cars like that. They only
At
go
that-
with the newer models.
At that point, it might have been cheaper to take an Uber, to be honest.
Yeah.
I told him, but he was like, I don't know.
Well, my brother told me that when they took the Uber, it was $100 to where they went.
Ooh.
Well, it
So,
depends
and that
on.
was just one spot. Like if we wanted to go to different spots, imagine all the costs.
Well, they charge you by like miles and stuff. So I mean,
But everything in Texas was like the San Antonio was spread out pretty far.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
I didn't even go to
especially those
Where'd
fees.
you go?
I didn't even go to a barbecue place.
What part of Texas were you in?
San Antonio.
Oh, awesome.
I went to this.
I've never been to San
I
Antonio.
went to this really nice food place there too. Like it was like all you can eat, but it was all fresh. Like I'm trying like how animes, how they have you just pick from the menu.
Anime.
Yeah, because that's the only reference I could think of. Like from like you pick stuff on the menu.
You like a restaurant?
Yeah, it was similar to it. Well, it wasn't all you can eat, and it was an hibachi, and
It's
it
a
had
buffet.
sushi.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's
Wait, you
buffet.
went to? Oh, I thought you went to like a barbecue place.
So
like
it was
a-
a
like a
buffet with
Texas
menus,
barbecue.
right?
Yeah,
A buffet with
like
menus.
like a Korean barbecue.
yeah, something like that.
Did you have the little grill that you grilled up?
No,
your own
that's
it
stuff?
wasn't anything like that. No, I wish they had. I don't know how to explain it all the way. I just did that. Other than that, I came back, went to work, and that's about it.
Sounds like you had a busy week. Yeah, dang. Flying across the country.
Yeah, my brother comes back in like a week or so.
Oh, wow.
So I'll be able to pick him up and drop him off at home on Friday.
Is he active duty or reservist?
He's gonna actually be active.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, he's
You
gonna.
said he was going to be stationed in
It's-
Utah or something.
No, not somewhere in the upper states over here
Uh,
in the United States. I don't.
Probably East Coast then.
I don't know. Maybe it's. I think it's gonna be in the middle of the United States, like
Oh,
the
okay.
one of the states.
that's called the Midwest.
That is where we currently live. Is the Midwest.
Leave me alone.
he lives in the up.
Upper area.
You
All
know.
I know is that he
We
says
don't know
during.
geography.
All I know is he says where he's moving to. It's gonna be during the winter it gets like -40 there, and I'm so stoked to go over there during that time frame.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
too
gonna be in
cold.
shorts and a nice shorts, like
Oh
a
my
tank
gosh,
top. I'm like,
that's
man, this
insane.
is that good Michigan weather.
Yeah, he's
here."
one of those guys.
You should get
Wear
the shorts that
in
say
winter.
"juicy" on the butt.
Yeah, it'd
They
be
have shorts. I thought those
juicy.
are just sweatpants.
they have shorts.
They have shorts.
Oh.
Yeah,
All
it'd be
right, what-
juicy over here.
What about you, Aleksey? What you been up to
Well,
this week?
my weeks are normally pretty boring. Like I said, I just go to work, come back, stream for about 2 hours, go to bed. My streaming is still going strong, I think. And now that I got vacation time this entire week, I'll be streaming a lot more. Watch some more movies. Just try and get my name out there more.
Did you just like call in for vacation days?
Yeah,
or?
I scheduled this vacation a month in advance because Comic-Con,
Yeah,
Oh.
Summer
Comic-Con.
Bash is this week.
That's only
He
a
likes
day,
to,
bro.
He likes to go all
That's
3 days.
Oh, you're going for all 3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
every
okay.
year he goes to all 3 days.
The bad thing though is I waited too long, so instead of spending $50 for the 3-day pass, I had to spend $170 for the VIP pass, which for some reason was still available.
Oh, you got the VIP pass?
Yeah,
I
because
still haven't bought a
waited too long.
ticket. I
So-
don't need-
I gotta do mine too.
You guys gotta get on that.
You guys might not be able to get one anymore.
You think it's sold out?
well, like I don't even
That's
know.
why I couldn't get the 3-day pass anymore.
Yeah, but 3-day pass is cheaper,
It's cheaper, yes.
so that's probably why.
I'll
But
be
the
looking
VIP
it up
pass
as
might
you
be
guys
sold
talk.
out, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying the VIP pass is.
But this is only for a 1-day pass. It's not like it's like a
You're
3-day.
gonna have trouble finding those too.
I don't know. I feel like I'd be able to find
Although
it.
I do have a free Friday pass.
I want to go on
Oh, you're
Saturday
giving it to
morning.
me, right?
Whoever wants it, I don't care.
I
Alright.
already got mine on Tuesday.
I was going to buy it when I was on the plane, but I was like, let's not make our plane crash. Oh my god.
Oh, it says VIP package is sold out, but
Oh,
It
I got
doesn't-
lucky.
like the other ones
Should
I
still be
gotta
available.
Check. I still gotta check. Though.
Okay. I don't believe you're getting a 3-day pass, but yeah. So that's my
Add
plan for the
ticket,
week.
one
Mhm.
ticket.
Did you-
add tickets?
Did you like schedule that whole Monday through Friday off, or did you just
Yeah.
schedule why?
The
Why?
whole week?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
that's
say
cool.
if you're going for Comic-Con, why don't you do like Thursday, Friday, and then next week
'Cause
Monday,
I wanted
Tuesday?
an actual vacation.
You're
Oh,
st-
okay.
He likes to stream too. So.
By the way,
so-
you're totally still able to buy them. It's
What?
$40
For what?
for a day.
Yeah, you can
At-
buy. Yeah,
at
that's because
Saturday.
it's a weekend.
Is it 40 now?
Yeah, that's because.
Well,
That's
$38.
because,
Yeah.
Well, that's with like ticket fee and facility fee.
That's
It's
because you're buying them a week in advance, which means it's too late.
Yeah, last
They're
week
cheaper.
last
Oh,
week
that
it was
reminds me.
28.
For those who watch this live, we're gonna do this Saturday night next week because we have plans for Comic-Con. So Saturday night next week, guys. I'll post the time once I figure one out.
I've been debating if I should cosplay.
Should.
But I
That'd be
don't have
awesome.
any time now.
Yeah, it's too late now. You gotta do it for next year.
I got my Hogwarts.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
That's
I
what
was
I'm gonna
thinking
wear.
about that when I was at Universal. I was gonna buy one of those.
That's why I
Hogwarts.
bought it. I'm like, there's 2 Comic-Cons this week. So
It was gonna be
this year, sorry.
Yeah,
It was like $150 for the robe or something.
Yeah, it's pricey.
There's
But,
2
And
Comic-Cons.
I was
well
gonna
spent.
get the scarf too.
We got the Summer Bash, and then we got the actual one in
Yeah,
November.
November.
Oh, so this one isn't the real one.
Well, it's,
The real
it's gonna be just like the actual Comic-Con.
I kept thinking like, I thought it was later in the year. I'm like, why is it so soon? Like, I guess I have to buy it.
We get 2 to make up for last year
Yeah,
not
that's
having
my
one.
guess.
Are there any big
Oh.
names coming to this one?
If you guys watch Saber Sparks, he's a YouTuber. I like him.
Your poster
He's gonna
fell.
be there.
I've heard of him.
We got posters coming in the mail, but they're not very sticky.
We have technical difficulties with the posters.
He's like an
because
animation guy with like an orange sweater. And, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I love watching his reviews. He always reviews like these obscure animated movies, and it's really funny.
I know the guy who
Like
play-
the straight to DVD ones that people don't watch.
I know the guy who's gonna play the Black Power Rangers. Gonna be there. That's all I remember seeing on the thing when I was on the
Is
website.
he a black Power Ranger or a black Power Ranger?
What are you trying to say?
Is he black as a Power Ranger or is he the black Power
He's
Ranger?
the Black Power
Oh,
Ranger.
okay.
Moving on.
Yeah.
That's what.
All right, so we got for me, we got like I was saying, we got posters in the mail. We're still getting some more. I ordered the Junk Cruise one, and I ordered the Resident Evil one, so we're gonna be able to hang those
you're
up.
actually getting the Resident Evil one. Dang.
Yeah,
Event-
I just got a generic.
Eventually,
Resident Evil
are
one,
they
'cause they didn't
gonna-
have one for the show?
Are they gonna start overlapping each other?
That would be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Like a
Well,
sticker bomb?
We still got a lot. We still got a lot of wall to fill up.
It does not want to stay up for you.
You need, like,
I
a
know. I need
little
better
attach, yeah,
sticky
something like that.
adhesives. Everything sticky in this room does not stick.
Is this
Well, I
paper?
mean, that probably helps when you have to move out.
Yeah.
That's not paper. I thought it was
No,
paper.
this is not paper. This is like
Fabric.
some sort of material.
Oh,
I also started streaming too. That's what I've been
Oh.
doing with my week. I started on Saturday playing Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh.
then they make a new DLC for it.
Yeah, they did.
Recently?
I don't
Is
know if
that-
I'm gonna play the DLC.
Is
but
that for the Switch only or is that for
no?
PC?
I'm playing it on PC.
PC.
Yeah. So if you guys are interested in something like that, make sure to check me out too, and Aleksey for his Pokemon streams.
Where at?
I'm at Eddbedhead, where you guys are watching. If you're watching on Twitch right now, Eddbedhead on Twitch, and Aleksey's is Backstab246 on Twitch.
That's why I couldn't find you. I was like, what the heck? What else is in his name? I'm like, what is I know it's
Yeah.
backstab, and what else?
Yeah, you'll find
246.
the links in the description, fellas.
Yep, I'll put all the links in the
I
description.
looked and I didn't find it.
Well, I put the links in the description every week.
Oh, in yours? Oh, I looked in his. I was looking like I
Oh,
went to his
okay.
channel and everything. I scrolled down. I'm like, where's the links, man? He's terrible at trying to
This is
link all
going
this stuff
to
up.
my
Yeah, this is on my YouTube channel.
No, I mean I actually went to his, so like, because he
Oh,
said
okay.
follow him on Twitch when we're eating bees ears, and so I was just looking for his Twitch
Oh,
like
okay.
link, and I'm like, where's his Twitch link? Man, what a bad content creator.
All right, now with that, let's take our seats and let's get into the trailers. Is there any new movies, shows, or video games you guys are looking forward to?
The Hot Wheels racing game.
I didn't know they had one coming
What?
out.
There's a new one coming out for the PS5. I don't know if it's coming out. I know the system's.
Oh, actually, I have heard of it.
Oh,
now that you
the
mention it.
PS5?
Yeah.
I thought
So
you were
we're gonna flex on these haters,
Yeah.
flex on them, bro.
I thought you were gonna mention a show.
No, it's a Hot Wheels game. It looks pretty good, actually, like graphically speaking.
Is it
Wow,
top
I'm
down or
jealous.
is it like Need for Speed camera angle where it's
No,
like behind the car?
behind the car, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have the Hot Wheels DLC for Forza Horizon. They have a DLC for Hot Wheels.
Is it
His
the,
face is
do you
straight
mean
blank.
the Lego one or which one?
No, like on Forza Horizon, they have a DLC where you can get like these Hot Wheel cars and these Hot Wheel tracks.
Is
Oh,
is
that's
it
right.
Forza Xbox?
Yeah, it's the
Yes.
Xbox.
It's also on PC on Xbox Game Pass.
Because we get a Game Pass. That's awesome, man.
No free
Alexa,
press, though.
Next time when we do
Yeah,
it, you
right.
should have the camera facing at that computer because you're
yeah,
because you're looking at us. I mean, it makes sense to look at us, but you're not facing the camera. It's just like I'm looking at you. I'm like, oh, he's watching us, but I'm like, wait, isn't the camera working for him?
Maybe you should just attach a camera to Javier's head so that so then Alexa could look there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Eye contact.
All right. What about you, Senpai or Jesus? Any games you guys are looking forward to?
I'm
Or
looking forward
movies
to
or
the
show?
Paw Patrol movie. I want to
Oh,
watch it. I
yeah.
told Jesus to let's go watch it. He told me no.
I said if you really want to, we could go.
Oh, for real? We're gonna go
Yeah.
watch that then. It's
All
gonna
right.
be great. We gotta watch 3 movies this week.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We gotta watch the Don't Breathe, the movie that we're gonna do
Mhm.
for. We just gotta watch a bunch of movies.
Yeah, we got a lot of content to watch. This episode has been slow because there's not much new content. But next week we got a lot of new stuff coming out, so we'll have a lot to discuss.
In,
What about-
in terms of games and like shit to look forward to, I can't really think of much. Oh, you know what? Actually, the Owl House. Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
really?
only thing that's been on my mind like the past 2 weeks.
The what?
The Owl House.
It's a Disney animated show.
Oh,
it's
I
about
don't, I
witches
don't
and
have
stuff.
Disney. That's the problem.
Wow, you
Sucks
gotta
to
get
suck.
Disney Plus.
Well, see where I live, like my roommates and all of them have it, but I just don't. I don't feel the need to use it. And I talked to him, I talked to my fiance, and I'm like, should I buy it? It's only $60 for a whole year. She's like, I have my colleagues' Disney Plus account. I'm like, but it's not mine.
Oh my
Price is
God,
right.
come on.
No longer $60. Price has gone up.
It's gone.
Dang, you should have gotten
That's
it while
because
it
you
was a good
took too
deal.
long,
Bro, it's just she told me no.
Just use your coworkers.
No, it's not mine. It's hers. I don't know her coworker like that.
Well, just use her coworkers.
but I feel bad because I remember when I put.
He won't, or whoever is not.
Well, the
gonna
thing they
notice.
created her and teaching an account on there, and then the thing is, when I remember I opened it once, and there was like 12 different accounts on there. I was like, oh my god, why is there so many? She's like, well, and then the teacher's like telling me, well, there's hers, her mom, her sister.
Shares it with everybody.
Yeah,
Family.
We do not condone this type of thing if it's illegal. Just
Why?
by the
I've
way.
never done this before.
Yeah, I've never done this.
I pay for everyone in my family.
Right.
I buy them their own
Pay
subscription.
for your subscription.
So see, and that's the problem. I don't want to get I don't want to get in trouble with that. So that's why I'm like debating.
Get in
with-
trouble.
Bro, I don't want the FBI coming in and like, I see that you're not paying for your subscriptions. I'm going to charge you $600 for this.
Look, if Disney really wanted to crack down on this, they would create a limit like what
Or maybe for your
Netflix
birthday
does.
present.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come around eventually.
Well,
Netflix
if you want to
has
give
a
me a
limit.
birthday present, I thought
Yeah,
about
Netflix
it. Just
has
give
a-
me the
a
PSN
good
Live.
limiting system.
PSN Live.
Yeah, I've been paying $10 a month because I swear it was like during Black Friday, like the sales, there was like $12 for a cheaper amount. And I clicked on it and thought I bought that for 12 months. Now it's just charging me month by month. I'm like, this is dumb.
Yeah, it is. Why are you giving that?
Yeah, you're supposed to get the year long one.
Yeah, that's what I thought I paid for.
Oh,
And then
Well,
it
it's
just
not $12.
All right,
No,
let's
I-
get into these trailers. So, first up, we have Netflix's He's All That, starring Addison Rae and Tanner Buchanan. He's All That reimagines the original plot of the 1999 teen classic She's All That. The contemporary story follows an influencer, Addison Rae, who accepts the challenge to turn the school's biggest loser, Tanner Buchanan, into a prom king. It releases August 27th of 2021. What guys'
So,
thoughts?
This movie had a bit of a controversy.
really?
During shooting, where they had to shut down like a city block that was in front of a certain theater that they were doing like COVID vaccinations at.
Oh no.
And since they had to close down for like movie production, people who had appointments there, they weren't allowed to go and get their shots.
Wow.
When there was plenty of space at like other
Venues and
locations, yeah, to film at. But they just insisted to go to that one.
That's so stupid.
So they got a lot of backlash on that.
Yeah, as they should. People, I think vaccines take priority over a stupid Netflix show or movie.
Especially this one.
I said
'cause
this
It
movie
does
did-
not look good.
Yeah, I said this did not look good anyways in the
It's-
first place.
Yeah, it's a gender swapped version of what She's All That or whatever.
Mhm, yeah. I mean, I don't really know these influencers. I know of them, but I don't really follow them.
I don't
And-
know any of them.
Me neither. Don't worry, Aleksey. We're on the
Is
same
Addison Rae a
page.
TikTok?
Yes,
Star?
yep, TikTok star.
I mean, I do use Big Bok, but not like that.
What?
But yeah, it doesn't look very good, to be honest.
What the fuck is Big Bok?
The streaming
TikTok?
platform. Yeah, the Big Bok.
Oh my gosh.
Streaming platform?
Yeah, you go on there, you start streaming.
All right, so up next we have Cinderella. Cinderella is a musically driven, bold new take on the traditional story you grew up with. Our heroine, which is played by Camila Cabello, is an ambitious young woman whose dreams are bigger than the world will allow. But with the help of Fab G, Billy Porter, she is able to preserve and make her dreams come true. It releases September 3rd of 2021.
Now this movie makes sense.
I mean, it just looks like Cinderella.
Yeah, the description says it's a bold new take, but
They probably had to make it a bold new take.
Is
to
it because
not get
she's
hit by Disney.
Dominican or Hispanic or whatever?
maybe, yeah. Maybe that's the bold new take, is that they're using like minorities, which is, it's cool to have diversity in films, but that can't be the whole selling point of your
Her
film.
last
What it
name is
seems like
Hare.
At this point, yeah.
It's like there's got to be more to it than just, diverse cast. You
Well,
got to
this-
have a good story and
Well, it's a
stuff.
good thing this is like the 5th one that came out. Like
Yeah.
a celebration.
The 5th one.
Like 5th or 7th one of a different, like the same concept as a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like not like it's the same actor doing it. It's multiple different times with different.
Her last name is Hare.
Camilla Hare.
Middle hair.
So yeah, none of us have. I don't think I really look forward to that one either. Up next we have Kate. After she's poisoned, a ruthless criminal operative has less than 24 hours to extract revenge on her enemies, and in the process forms an unexpected bond with the daughter of one of her past victims. It releases September 10th of 2021.
This actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm
I-
excited for.
I
Trailer
didn't,
looked dope.
I didn't pay attention to any of the dialogue that happened in the trailer, but yeah, it looks really cool.
Especially for a Netflix movie, like this looks like a really, I don't know, like higher budget than they usually spend on their stuff.
Yeah, this one looked like they went more in depth with it, like the
Mhm.
costs.
I also like the colors.
Yeah,
For
the
the
colors
car?
are pretty. The
It's just
neon.
neon purple.
I like that. Okay.
For the car.
You're like, oh, it looks like Japan style.
Yeah, no,
Like, oh yeah, neon lights.
It probably takes place in Japan. Don't you love that poster?
I think I'm just gonna let it fall if it falls.
I think
We're
it's trying to
trying.
commit suicide.
Up next, we have Cry Macho, a one-time rodeo star and washed-up horse breeder, takes a job to bring a young man's son home and away from his alcoholic mom. On their journey, the horseman finds redemption through teaching the boy what it means to be a good man. It releases September 17th of 2021.
Wow, the disrespect.
Clint
To
Eastwood
what?
is the
To-
only selling point of that movie.
Yes, Clint Eastwood's name had to appear twice in the trailer.
The disrespect. Why can't the guy just let him be with this alcoholic
Clint
man?
Eastwood.
Wow, that's not good for him.
Well, how is he supposed to grow up quicker?
What do you mean grow up quicker?
We see when you grow up with an alcoholic parent, I feel like you just like mature like 3 times faster.
From watching the trailer, it looks just kind of like a generic type of slice of life movie.
a Western movie.
Slice of life. Ooh.
Slice of life, except not anime. This is real live action. Like, I don't know. You know those feel good movies that
Yeah, not
play
like
in
an
theaters
action one where there's gonna be like a lot of guns and shit.
Yeah, but it's Clint Eastwood. I expect some kind of like badassery.
Yeah, maybe we'll be
Be a
surprised.
badass grandpa.
I don't see that in this movie
Mm-mm.
at all.
It's a trailer.
You know, they show some kind of action scene usually in trailers, so I'm just saying I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Well, they
there
did
doesn't
actually.
appear to
Well,
be
that's
any-
not the point of the movie.
They actually did. There was a fight scene.
Well,
like,
they didn't
The
put-
pushing scene.
Yeah, you did not see all those guys get around. They're about to start boxing, and then cut to his name, and then did something else, and cut to his name again.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that movie.
Even the chicken scene was a big action scene.
Oh my gosh. So moving on from this week has been really slow for trailers and just new content in general. So let's just get into our thoughts before going into Suicide Squad. What were you guys' thoughts before watching the movie?
All I know is that I wanted to see King Shark. I didn't. Besides that, I didn't really have many thoughts on it. I knew James Gunn is directing it,
Mhm.
so I was like, oh, it's probably good.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if he can like pull it off.
Yeah.
I actually had no thoughts going into
You
it.
had
Just,
no
it
thoughts.
just
Open mind
looked
every
good. Yeah, I was
time.
just looking. It looked good to me.
It looked good.
And I know you guys, like you, Jesus, and Scott were talking about the director, like how he made Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's just like, oh, okay, so it
Yeah,
should be
He's
good.
got a good reputation.
So that was about it. I really didn't have much thoughts. Like, hopefully it's funny and good based off the trailer.
My thoughts going into this were like James Gunn obviously had a good track record recently going into movies, so I knew the movie was going to be decent to an extent at least. So I went into the movie thinking it was going to be good, and I wanted to see John Cena play, but I did get a surprise.
John Cena.
My thoughts were, although the original wasn't great, I was still looking forward to this movie because I like DC, so I want to see them succeed. So I would have probably given this movie a good rating regardless if it had been bad. But fortunately, it wasn't. I'm just biased when it comes to this sort of content.
So like me with Resident Evil.
Pretty much.
Would
Yeah.
you say the Flash TV show is good?
No.
I like.
I don't approve of CW shows.
Why not?
To me, they're boring.
It looked good
To me, no. See,
to me.
To each their own.
yeah. Yep, me and Aleksey have different opinions
Oh,
on.
but
DC
Supergirl.
stuff. No. Smallville sucked too. I didn't like it.
I heard
didn't
that
like it.
one was good up to a point.
Yeah.
That's the problem with all these CW shows. They're good up to a point,
Yeah.
and it's like once you get to that point, it doesn't stop.
So when,
They keep coming out.
So when was Flash good up to the point? Season 2?
That's a good question. I would
Apparently,
ask
Aleksey
a
said
veteran.
till season
watcher.
4 or whatever.
I'd give it up to like season 4. Yeah.
But isn't season like 1 and 2 like the same thing? I thought you were saying something like that.
They have similar
Plots.
plots. Yeah.
But now, if you want to talk about the DC animated movies,
That's a different story.
those are good.
Those are fire.
All right, now let's get into the spoiler-free review. So the spoiler-free review of The Suicide Squad, it was released August 6th of 2021, starring Margot Robbie, Idris Elba, and John Cena, directed by James Gunn. It's rated R. So the plot summary: supervillains Harley Quinn, Bloodsport, Peacemaker, and a collection of nutty cons at Belle Reve Prison join the super secret, super shady Task Force X as they are dropped off at a remote enemy-infused island of Corto Maltese. So what were you guys' overall thoughts of the movie without getting into spoilers?
I wasn't expecting to laugh as much as I did.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It was so good.
Yeah, I was thinking back on it after the credits rolled that I've laughed a lot in this movie compared to the first one,
Yes.
especially. I don't remember a single time I laughed in the first one.
When we left the theater, my fiance told me that, she's like, her face was hurting from just laughing through the whole movie. Like, she was like, my face is sore from just constantly smiling the whole time.
It was just a good movie.
Mhm.
So it's hard to hate on it. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it deserves all the praise it's getting, and maybe even more.
You think it's going to be like the #1 movie for this year?
Not for this
The year? No,
I wouldn't
I
say
think
for the
so.
year. I'd say for the summer. I'd give it for the summer, but I wouldn't say for the year.
I'm still looking forward to Spider-Man.
Yeah, we got a lineup of things coming up this year.
I didn't.
Am I able to say what I disliked? or is that for
Well,
later
as
stages,
long
I
as
think?
you don't talk about spoilers.
I mean, you mentioned that you didn't like some of the camera shots.
Yeah, you can talk about that.
Well, the other thing is, like, as much as I liked the funny parts, I feel like it did take away from some of the more serious moments at times if they, like, throw in a joke at a serious moment.
Yeah, they do the Family Guy thing, you feel like?
I don't remember that many times when it did that.
I'm thinking the only one scene right now, on top of
Yeah.
my head. But I don't want to say it because we're still on
But
the
yeah,
spoiler free
some
zone.
camera angles made me feel a little nauseous. So
Which
motion
is so
sickness.
weird to me because in Snake Eyes, it was way worse.
Bro,
you're not going to let me live that down, are you?
Yeah.
bro. To be honest, when they first started off the movie, that whole camera like
The eye-
flipping it,
Getting on Corto Maltese.
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of like made me want to throw up low key.
Aleksey also said he was like, "Oh, after seeing this movie, I have to I had to give Snake Eyes a way less
Well, that's
score.
because
And he only dropped it down by 1 point.
Oh, you really?
that's because this
My
movie
God.
is much better than Snake Eyes, so I had to like lower Snake Eyes so I can make this one say it's better.
He forgot he gave it a 7. I was like, you gave it a 7, and he's like, oh, my new rating's a 6. I'm like, that's not all that much different compared to what you
I was
gave
thinking
it.
like he dropped down to 6.5 or something.
The poster
No.
fell.
Oh, dang it. Oh, well. It is what
It's
it
gone.
is.
It's Suicide
she gone.
Squad.
I thought Suicide Squad was a great movie. It was a lot better than I expected. Definitely better than the original. It's full of violence and dark humor, so if that's your type of style, you'll definitely love this movie. I think that's one of the best movies in this genre. John Cena, I think, played a character that actually had depth to him. Because normally he's kind of like a Class B type Rock, where he's kind of like, oh, big, strong guy. But this time, he kind of had like a little bit of humor. He had like some actual backstory going on.
He was a
to him.
meathead in this one, too.
Yeah, he was, but like,
World peace.
but at the same time, I don't know. He did it in a way that he actually made it likable.
In my opinion, they set up his character, but they didn't tell us much about it. So they basically set him up for future films. Or
Yeah, yep,
shows.
because he's confirmed to have his own show now. If you guys didn't know,
He has
that
a
already.
show?
He's gonna get a show.
Oh,
Peacemaker will get his own show.
that's crazy.
Oh,
So yeah. I also I thought all the characters were awesome, and Margot Robbie usually carries these
I
movies.
thought it was Margot.
Margot, sorry, usually carries these movies, and although she's still great in it, I think Idris Elba is the superstar in this one,
Yeah, of course.
and I think it works really well.
I feel like they really stepped away from her. In this
Yeah,
movie, like,
definitely.
compared to the
She
first
had her
one.
own.
Movie, yeah.
She had a
Birds of
no.
Prey.
She had a big moment or a couple.
Yeah, but
big
overall, I
pops.
feel like they still stepped away from her big time.
Yeah.
It was a. I forgot the like how in the first one they killed off, like just like that. Yeah, they died just like that.
Yeah, Team A died. All right.
Oh.
Well, that's a little bit of a spoiler.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, it's the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
and
hey, that doesn't
like,
mean anyone's gonna
in
die.
the promotion for promotion of the movie, they were like, "Don't get attached to these characters."
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it said that.
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Because the whole plot of it was anybody could die at any point.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
All right. So what would you guys rate it out of 10?
I said I would rate it like a 9 or a 10,
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right.
maybe
Me-
9.5.
9.5?
Me
No.
was 8.5.
I'll go 9.
Solid 9.
I'm with Javier, 8.5. I really enjoyed it too. So we're all about the same page.
I don't want to give a solid 10 because there's no such
a lot
thing
of
as
people gave it a solid 10.
yeah, but there's no such thing as a solid 10. There's always something
Let's
missing
make
from.
an exception.
Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said,
Citizen
this movie
Kane
was,
has like a perfect score.
I don't know that.
I actually watched that movie. I don't know why it has such a perfect score.
Well, because a lot of the stuff that they did in that movie
Yeah, it was revolutionary
yeah, before its
technology-wise.
time.
Mhm.
Oh, well, then that
Alright,
makes
can-
sense, I guess.
Paddington 2
But
has a
it-
perfect score.
Yeah, that's
Does it
true.
really? Isn't Paddington the one with the little bear?
The little
yeah,
bear. with
I
the
got to
raincoat.
see those movies.
I want to watch them too.
Continuing on.
Yes. Anyway, let's compare to some online ratings. So the critics for Metascore gave it a 74 out of 100.
Well,
The
they're
Rotten
done.
Tomatoes tomato meter is a 93%. The audience on IMDb is a 7.9. And the Rotten Tomato audience gave it an 89%. So crunching all those numbers together, we get an average score of 83%.
Man, we would have higher one, but IMDb you said, right?
Yeah, IMDb
Gave it
was
a- they
7.9.
lowballed that.
And it's only been like, I don't know, 2 days.
No, it's not the IMDb. It's the medic.
Oh yeah, Metascore gave it a 74.
Yeah,
They were the lowest.
Yeah,
one.
they said they're dumb over there. They are really
Dumb.
dumb. It's not that. It's not that bad.
Well,
it's
it's
not a
their
7 point.
opinion.
Yeah, but it's not a seven point
They can have an
five.
opinion, but their opinion's
Plus,
wrong.
every website has like a different type of person reviewing it.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
you get the film critics, and then you get like audience members and stuff.
Yeah, but it's not a 7.5. It's
Well,
not that
that's
low.
their opinion.
That's like saying that's
their opinion is wrong.
yeah, they're extremely. That's like Aleksey's level with loving Snake Eyes over here.
Yeah, you know what? That's true.
See, their opinion's invalid then at that point.
Oh man, you just said my opinion's invalid. Fair enough.
All right, now before we jump into the spoiler-filled review, I'd like to ask you if you're watching this on YouTube to like this video if you're enjoying it so far. Comment down below on what you like about this movie and subscribe if you're new to the channel.
Smash that like button.
Hit that bell button too. It means the world to me. Also, check Aleksey's channel out on Twitch, twitch.tv/backstab246. And Javier also has a YouTube channel that I put in the description as well.
And I'll eventually plug something myself.
Yeah, once he gets his podcast going, we'll plug that in too.
What's the name of the podcast again?
I don't know yet, but probably Midnight Drive or
Such a cool sounding name.
That is
Midnight
because I was gonna go with
Drive.
Midnight Run, but that's a movie or TV show. It's
Coming
already
soon.
something established.
Coming soon to 2021.
Also,
Midnight Drive.
you are able to listen to this podcast on every podcast platform, so make sure to give us a listen whenever and wherever you are. All right.
You post this on Apple?
Yes, this is actually on Apple.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Is this on? Oh yeah, I already said Audible.
Audible. I don't know about Audible specifically, but yes, we're on the Amazon podcast.
Probably, yeah.
So probably.
You're on the Samsung?
We're not an Audible exclusive though. Huh?
You're on a Samsung?
We're on Google.
Are
We're
you
on
on
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we're on
Roku TV?
I didn't even know they had podcasts out there.
Yeah, you're on the LG podcast too?
Oh my gosh. Let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion. All right. So let's take an in-depth look of the Suicide Squad. Any certain scenes or moments you guys want to talk about?
Every scene with the weasel.
There's only like two
You mean
scenes.
all
Yeah,
two
the opening
scenes?
scene
Yeah.
and like
And they were my favorite scenes, okay?
Okay, I was gonna bring up the with Harley Quinn, right? That's the actor you guys were talking about. How she had like
Margot
moment-
Robbie. Yep.
Yeah, how she had moments that were and weren't important. Like the only scene that
Mhm.
came to mind was the romance scene
Yes.
where like they literally zoomed in on her, and that was the only like scene that like seemed to be focused on her for a minute.
No, there's also the interrogation scene where she escapes and then
Yeah.
she saves herself.
So I mean, we can skip ahead because I have that all the way on moments that should be cut. But I agree. The president inviting Harley Quinn to his palace, like the president himself, didn't serve any purpose to the plot.
He did not.
Died like
But I
real
think that was
quick.
to subvert expectations.
Yeah, I mean, it did. It was definitely, to me, it was a surprise when Harley shot him.
Mhm.
Like I was
Well,
not expecting that.
Remember that that was the bad part for him.
Yeah.
I don't think it should have been cut. I feel like it should have just been shortened down
Yeah.
a little bit.
Because the character died way too quickly for us to care either way about him, and I feel like that whole scene of him just dying, gasping for air, was just kind of like dragged on. Because it's like, I don't think I care if this character lives or dies. I don't know him. I don't know enough about him to care about him like that.
But it's a nice little character development for Harley because based on Birds of Prey, where
Yeah.
she just got over her breakup with the
Mhm.
Joker.
Yeah, I like how they do keep the canonical stuff going.
Yeah,
with
the
it.
Did watch
con-
Birds of
continuity.
Prey, so
Mhm.
I didn't.
I love.
You didn't watch it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I
I-
liked it.
I love the.
It's a funny movie.
I love the fact that they redid it from Birds of Prey when she raids the police station and she just starts shooting everyone. The whole scene on the bottom with her just leaving the interrogation room.
Oh,
Mhm.
I loved it. I don't know why. I just love that scene. It's just like and
That
then-
movie was fun. Maybe not as fun as this one, but still movies to check out.
the action
I'll
scene
give it a shot.
with Harley like escaping her torture. It was really sick.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's not only for me. That's one of the best moments.
What the best moments was Harley escaping?
Yeah, because I just liked it, and
Yeah.
I just found it funny how it just went from flowers and everything.
Yeah,
It's
she
just-
always has the best action sequences, and it works so well.
And the beginning like action scene was really cool because it was like storming the beaches of Normandy.
Oh,
kind of.
And then they all died. Yeah, and then they all-
right?
You remember the guy with the detachable
detachable-
hand?
Oh, yeah.
Was it-
TDK. That was his name, right?
Your name is letters.
Everybody's name's is letters. That movie has so many quotable lines in it.
Did anyone check if the weasel can swim?
What kind of dog is it?
I think this movie is iconic. I think in a few years we'll be nostalgic for it because like it has so many quotable moments and memorable scenes.
Yeah, I'm sure I'd rewatch it a couple times.
Mhm.
Hey, we
The
can
weasel's
watch it
just so
tonight.
funny.
What are you talking about?
You want to? I mean, I could.
I mean, I have HBO Max.
Yeah,
We
it's
can
on
rewatch-
HBO
Well,
Max.
we'll discuss this later.
So yeah, any scene with the weasel, even though it was short, I just laughed my ass off the entire time.
Too relatable.
The crack, yeah. I mean, I don't.
Too relatable.
Maybe. Do I have the crackhead look? Do I look like a crackhead?
I don't know. Look into the camera and you tell them.
Do I look like a crackhead?
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay.
But a sexy one.
Oh.
Whoa.
So yeah, that opening scene with the initial team, although I knew Team B wasn't the original Suicide Squad team or the Suicide Squad team that was going to carry the movie. I still didn't expect them to die so fast.
Like Captain Boomerang, I thought he was gonna stick
Yeah,
around.
me too.
Me
I was
too.
so disappointed when he died. He's actually one of my favorite Suicide Squad
From the
members.
He
first
like a
one, yeah.
major villain, a pretty major villain.
No, I wouldn't say major, but he's
Captain
a pretty
Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang, major villain for the Flash.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. He's one of the Flash's villains.
weird.
Honestly, when they opened up with that team, I thought that was Team A. I didn't know that was Team B. I just thought that was gonna be the original team that starts off, and then they all died. Like, oh, and she was like, oh, crap. Now let's send in Team B, and that was Team B. But I didn't know they did it at the same time.
Yeah.
It was such a good way to like demonstrate just how like disposable these characters can
Yep.
be.
Yeah,
That's what I put in here. It set up the mortality really well of
Just
all
like
these
the-
Like
characters.
this big name comedian Pete Davidson, he fucking died
Gets shot
in
in
the
the
first
face.
5 minutes.
Brutally gets shot in the face.
His
I
own
was hoping
dumbass fault.
more from him though, like comedy wise.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe
I'm a Pete Davidson fan, so it was kind of like a little sad to see him
Maybe
die
they
so
didn't want to
soon.
pay for him the whole time.
That makes
He
sense.
probably
They do
cost
have-
a lot
they do
to
have
get
a
him on there.
They do have a lot of names in this movie.
Yeah.
They got to pay
The
for.
Rock lady made me laugh too. The alien-looking lady.
Oh yeah,
She was like,
I forgot
got
she
it.
was in the movie.
She's like, I got it. And she
she
jumped
burned
in.
in the helicopter.
Yeah.
The one that looks like Starfire a little bit.
Yeah, she,
But I don't recognize the actor.
Oh,
We don't know either.
I don't know. That's why I said the
She had
Rock
makeup
lady.
on.
Yeah.
And why I just say she was, we were talking about like big actors and you
I
mentioned
don't
something we
know.
don't even
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just brought up that scene because it was funny to me. And then she like gets the helicopter on the floor and then she burns to death.
Dies in a fiery explosion.
Yeah.
That one was brutal.
Yeah, they were all brutal, man.
At least Pete Davidson.
I
had
mean,
a
the dude, the guy who played Yondu, literally got PTSD from Big Man. He's like, oh my god, I want to get out of here. That was such an intense moment,
that
too.
was. Yeah.
Oh, now I know who you guys are talking about. My God. Because you guys keep talking about Yondu. I'm like, who the heck is this? And I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I don't remember the actor's name.
I don't either.
And
just know
all I
Mike.
remember him from is The Walking Dead.
Yeah, he's in The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
as
he-
well.
I never watched
He
it, so.
played the brothers Daryl.
Mhm,
And that's
Daryl's
all.
the-
That's how I remembered him. And you guys kept talking about Yondu. I'm like, who is Yondu? I know I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
The
but
next scene I want to talk about is Colonel Flag versus Peacemaker. I thought it was a very intense fight
That
between
was-
the two.
It was more emotional than I thought it'd be. Some
Yeah,
reason.
because we got to see like a really good like moral conflict between the two.
yeah, and
One who would do anything for the country and one who would do anything for the people.
yeah, and I was like really worried about who would die.
Yeah,
Because like after the scene in the bar where they get into a car crash,
mhm.
I was I think that's the moment when I was like, oh shit, any of these dudes can actually die.
yeah, and somehow they were fine from that crash,
Yeah,
tumbling all the way down the side of the hill.
at that point I just realized like I don't want anyone in this.
Yeah, you
team
grow
to die.
attached to them, and you're
They
like,
say not to grow attached. I did.
Which is saying a lot compared to the first one.
mhm.
That's-
Yeah, especially definitely.
That's why you fell in love with the weasel. Even though he wasn't even in the movie.
and he didn't die.
I know.
I also, to be honest, I thought Colonel Flag should have died a lot sooner because he had that wound in his stomach,
Yeah,
and
what
then
happens to that one? It's like he just shrugged it off.
Yeah.
No, remember the village healed him. They bandaged him
I
up
thought
and
that was
stuff.
after.
I'm talking about when the building collapsed.
And he got the stab wound.
He
from
got
that.
stabbed in the stomach with
that's
the
true.
debris.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he kept getting his head bashed into things by Peacemaker. He was still able to almost choke out Peacemaker.
Uh-huh.
He was just
Plot
that
armor
strong.
up until a point.
Yeah.
He was just that strong.
But
What are
that
you
was
talking
an
about?
intense shot of him getting his heart pierced. I don't think I've ever seen that in a movie.
No,
American
that was
movie
very
anyway.
Mortal Kombat-esque.
Actually,
Yeah.
I already said that was Mortal Kombat
It's
right
true.
there.
Now that I think about it, yeah, the only person with like real plot armor is Harley.
Yeah, I mean because
Yeah.
she's a fan favorite, you
Yeah.
can't have her die.
I mean, you can, but then the fans
They're
would
not
hate.
gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then the
everybody-
I
fans
think
would
they
then-
need her for other DC projects.
But fight scenes overall, that's probably the best fight scene in an entire movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Peacemaker
Especially
versus-
since neither of these characters have any real powers.
Like
They're just
one-on-one
both-
fight scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Mhm.
I think
But,
that
like,
wasn't
fight scene in general. I don't agree.
wasn't that the only one-on-one fight scene though,
That
in a
was
sense.
Yeah,
yeah, I
I'd
think
agree
Because
with that,
because
yeah.
every like when you think about when I can't remember the other villain, the guy.
The Thinker?
Bloodsport?
Yeah, Bloodsport versus World Peace.
Oh, Peacemaker.
Yeah, Peacemaker.
Yeah, that was a quick gunfight.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Very
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, but that was the only other one-on-one scene that I could think about.
That was such a great scene because they thought what's
Bloodsport?
no, the good character, the one that dies.
Oh, Rick Flag.
Yeah, Rick Flag. They thought he was captured by enemies, so they killed everyone.
That's my favorite scene in the movie. So, Bloodsport and Peacemaker have this awesome contest to see who's the best killer, and they invade this camp full of just armed guys they don't know. And they just start murdering them in like these ridiculous and hilarious ways. Whereas like Peacemaker takes an axe, repeatedly stabs somebody. Bloodsport sends a microwave into somebody's bath and electrocutes him. Like, this whole thing was intense, and then just to find out these are the good guys they're killing by accident.
There was a guy with his whole dick out.
Yeah, and his dick flops around as he gets shot in the face. It's like, it was so ridiculous and funny. And it would, I think the lady said it the best. She's like, you Americans, all you do is shoot first and ask questions later.
And I mean,
like, my family.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, Amanda Waller did give them the okay. She's like, kill them with extreme prejudice.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't even know who they are. They know they're helping them out.
The funny part is like when Peacemaker is just like you kill people with like to show the best kills with the most I'm trying to think what's it called.
Intensity?
Yeah, most intensity. And he's like, and he turns around, he's like, yeah, damn, he's right.
Yeah. Peacemaker won that fight.
Yeah, but then Bloodsport
Got him back because
got him back with a smaller bullet.
Yeah, he actually did. So Peacemaker was just talking shit. He didn't actually use the smaller bullets.
Well, he didn't see Bloodsport's bullets. So,
I said
mean,
his
he
bullet
wouldn't
was
know.
more pointy than anything. It's not smaller, it's just pointy.
No, it was smaller.
It was smaller. It went through the center of the
An actual
Peacemaker's bullet. Yeah. I also want to talk about the battle against the Starfish.
Starfish.
So I love how the Starfish is a villain because I remember him as this villain in the old comics. Like, you know, he was a little bit more obscure. And I didn't recognize him until he was super big. And I'm like, oh, wait. I remember him being in, like, the comic books and attacking the San Francisco Bridge. I'm surprised that they actually brought him back.
That's crazy.
I didn't know about this villain at all, so this is my first time encountering him.
Yeah, they use a lot of obscure villains in this movie.
I felt that it was, like, I know it wasn't the best villain because he was a little goofy with, like, just his color scheme and whatever.
You should have Starfish, bro.
Yeah, but but I think it was a better suited villain to this group of like
Misfits.
yeah, compared to like the world ending witch that was in the last
The first
reboot.
one?
Yeah,
the first one.
This one's disaster was a lot more contained, and that kind of like showed you the morality of the characters because they were like, "No, we gotta do what's right, even though you know our government failed us. We gotta do what's right for these people and save all these innocent lives."
Yeah.
Or we can ignore Polka Dot Man's underused powers and the fact that he only kills when he sees his mother.
Like when his mother was a starfish.
Those were
Yeah,
some,
Polka Dot Man's really strong.
I say he's
Those
an
were some
OP
weird
character.
scenes, though.
Like the fact that
He just
was
doesn't use his powers.
he could
in
have
this
ended
movie.
that entire boss villain.
if he
by
aimed
just
for the
hit-
eye.
Aim for the eye and just obliterated it.
Yeah, it was so disappointing how he died.
I found it funny how Harley Quinn just went through the eye. Didn't even kill it. Like didn't even damage it. Just went through the eye. Like, oh, this is just a pool of water.
Stabbed him right through the eyeball. Yeah.
It was a little weird that they introduced like Polka Dot Man's like illness where it shows like the polka dots on his face.
Oh yeah.
But there was no like payoff to that.
Yeah.
They
no,
just like
It was just
explained
more
that he,
comedy, I guess.
maybe.
yeah.
You think he just throws up into
I thought
his
he was gonna
gauntlet, though?
die based on the polka dots or
Like go off in an explosion.
yeah,
like
or
because he
something
doesn't
like that.
expel them or something.
Uh-huh.
Instead, he just gets a building collapse on him.
No,
No, he gets his
the
crushed
starfish.
by the, by the
Yeah.
starfish.
Attack
Oh yeah,
starfish
yeah.
by exploding.
I thought, yeah.
I'm a hero.
Gets
I'm a
demolished.
hero, mom.
So sad. I expected to see more from him too. He was a cool character, and he was starting to open up more too.
Yeah.
No.
That whole scene about having his friend die was also funny.
Oh yeah.
Milton.
Milton.
Milton was with us the whole time.
And then,
Why is he with? And then he's like, "Why is he with us then?"
There was just like
Milton.
there was like a long awkward pause where they were just like waiting to see if there's any more dudes coming.
There was no one else there. It's just
Yeah.
like,
I mean, to be fair, that's probably the appropriate response. If you kill anyone, you're gonna see if there's anything else coming your way, just in case.
well, yeah, all those villains in a sense, none of them actually had like invincibilities against
Yeah,
two bullets.
they're all just kind of like,
And grunts.
yeah.
They're all just normal people with just a little bit of disabilities.
Yeah, some of them did have like powers, but it wasn't like anything crazy. Yeah, it was cool.
Just like Bloodsport,
Yeah, he was just a good assassin.
Peacemaker, and is it Rick
Rick
Flag?
Flag.
Yeah, all three of them were normal human beings with just high-end skills. That was it. And the fact, like you pointed out, the fact that they survived the whole car crash. How?
Yeah, they should not have survived
Like
all
a
that
normal-
tumbling around.
No, a
and
normal person would have died. probably.
Well, Bloodsport can turn anything into a weapon,
stuff.
just like Peacemaker.
Yeah, just like they have the same origin story.
well, the same power. I don't know.
Is
about
that
the origin.
really
when
considered
Amanda
a power,
Waller-
though?
When Amanda Waller explained his Peacemaker's origin story to Bloodsport, he's
Oh,
like,
really?
You don't remember that scene?
I thought they were just explaining what his power was. I
Yeah.
don't remember if he had a backstory.
Yeah, she was talking because first she introduced Bloodsport to her team. She's like, "Yeah, he was an assassin trained from birth by his father." And then she said the exact same thing to him about Peacemaker. He was an assassin trained by his father.
Okay.
And then he was like, "Did you just have a relapse or something?"
But then they had the argument. Well, I'm a better assassin.
Yeah.
No, I'm a better assassin. I use smaller bullets. No,
Yeah.
I use smaller bullets. Little did we know, it's blood.
His helmet is really weird.
The toilet head?
Peacemakers, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a symbol of
So
peace.
big chrome dome, yep.
All right, what were some of your dislikes about the movie?
So yeah, I already kind of talked about mine. You know that I didn't think the president scene was really that necessary. To some extent, like Jesus was saying, it was to get a little bit more character development from Harley. But other than that, that guy was not necessary. I'd even argue that maybe the general wasn't really necessary.
Yeah, no,
The
either.
Thinker didn't really have much to do. He
Mm-mm.
he
just-
developed the weapon, but he didn't really get.
I say he
much to
just broke
do.
them into the big building. That's about it.
Was that what your guys' dislikes was, or do you have different?
I'm probably gonna go what Jesus said yesterday. I think it was the opening scene, probably the beginning.
What did I say about the
The
opening?
camera angle?
No, like the beginning of the scene. The fact that they just had a whole different team and
Oh.
didn't even get to show off their
Oh,
abilities or anything.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go with that. That it's like those are the two main things that I think.
Yeah,
what
I
Eddie
was-
said, and then what Jesus said yesterday.
I was a little upset that they didn't show all their powers. Like
They didn't even show any of it.
like the old
really.
guy. I forget his name. The one that swam away.
They didn't even say
Oh,
his
yeah.
name, did they?
Like isn't. They did, but I forgot what it was.
Oh.
In the opening credits, they showed him like with a ball, and that,
I
like
think he was like off-brand Deadshot.
Maybe.
maybe, but like I don't know if the ball was his power or if he
Yeah,
could do
that's a
that
good
with
point.
anything.
That's
think-
a good point.
I think you could do that with the
I
gun.
didn't see him like kill one person. Or
Yeah, he
do
got
anything.
PTSD in the middle of the fight. Yeah.
All right, my dislikes were some of the camera angles because they made me feel nauseous at points,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one was the Thinker, mainly because I was disappointed by his acting because I like Peter Capaldi because of Doctor Who. He did such a fantastic job in that as the 12th Doctor. He was so good, and I had such high hopes for him when I realized he was playing in this movie. And so when I saw him, I was so disappointed by it.
Well, what were you expecting him to play his character like?
Much more serious. He was thinking so much smarter than what he was
Yeah.
portrayed.
Yeah, the Thinker wasn't much of a thinker. He got killed really quickly, and it didn't seem like he had a plan.
That is true.
All he did was just admit that the United States.
He was
did
a
it
very
all.
one-dimensional character. Oh, I'm the Axis key, and I
Mhm.
know about the starfish. That's it.
Yeah,
I was expecting more scenes of him like being
smart,
smart because that's what he does in Doctor Who the entire time, and he's literally
but
playing.
he
a s-
ain't Doctor Who.
Yes, but he's playing a smart character. He could literally channel his Doctor Who.
Yeah,
Into this.
I thought he would have had like an escape plan or would have betrayed the
Exactly.
government.
Yeah.
And
I thought he was gonna make sure that plan the Suicide Squad actually fight the starfish sooner than what they did.
Instead, he got killed off immediately by the starfish.
Or use the starfish army, like, can go fight them right now, and they had another big fight scene. No, nothing like that.
Just killed off way too quickly. No payoff at all.
So yeah, I was disappointed with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I agree with you.
When you think about it, though, there's not too many things you can dislike about this movie, though.
Just some small things,
like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I have one more, but I can't think. I can't think about it.
So some of my thoughts I had while watching the movie is, why was the initial operation planned so horribly? like we were talking about how they didn't check to see if the weasel could swim.
Yeah.
and how they didn't vet the Pete Davidson character to make sure he wasn't going to sell him out or something. Like, he was in a prison. How did he have access to Corto Maltese?
Or Bloodsport being afraid of rats.
Yeah, like, this team, whatever, the team that put him together, seems like they should lose their jobs.
It just seems like Amanda Waller was just like...
she was just taking a backseat on this one, yeah.
No, like, she was just trying to get these teams out as fast as possible to finish the mission.
That's pretty much the case, because she was trying to hide the America's involvement into
but normally she's like really coordinated and like she's like a really good planner for these sort of things.
Yeah.
I think
she did better job in the first Suicide Squad than in this one, actually.
Yeah.
I think Team B was just a diversion team more, though. I don't think they really cared on what they did because they kind of knew that guy was going to sell them out.
I also wonder what Amanda Waller will do with her employees after they knocked her out.
I think she understands why they did it, so I don't think she's gonna do too much to them.
Yeah, but they got lucky because if they hadn't stopped the starfish and it had gotten to like American soil or something, they would have all been in a lot of trouble.
Yes, they would have.
Well, you don't think the Justice League could stop that starfish?
I do, but the whole point was to hide the starfish.
And if it gets out, it's not going to hide it. And it's going to gain more power the more like subjects it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plus Amanda just wanted them to leave. So, I mean, I don't think she was going to do anything to it. She was going to let it run amok.
I think the starfish just want to take over that one little small continent. Or
just have a small island.
Yeah, a small island, not continent.
Small island to
I don't
itself.
like it wants the town, but for like no real reason.
Yeah, that is weird.
It was just because he was alive for 30 years getting tortured, remember?
Yeah, I see.
He just wanted to chill in space.
He's like, let me go back to space, y'all. Y'all freaking suck.
It even said it was happy in space.
That's another thing that disappointed me now that we talk about it. His starfish zombies sucked. All they did was grab the Suicide Squad.
I thought they were gonna use guns or something.
Yeah, they didn't use guns. They didn't attack. They just grabbed them. They're like,
maybe the starfish just didn't know how to use that stuff, so that's why.
Maybe
in 30 years, all he did was stand there, so he really didn't get a chance to control someone's body all the way. Because the Thinker was just like, if you move, I will kill you.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing. Yeah,
I don't. To be honest, I thought that once they killed the big starfish, people would go back to normal. I didn't know they actually just died.
Well, it's because.
Wait, did they die?
Yeah, they died, bro.
Like have an acidic thing because they showed what happens if you take the thing off. It's your face is completely burnt through.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then.
I think the creatures from Alien, from the movie Alien,
how the suckers.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but with acid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought they just go back to normal or something. Like, it just falls off and just like, oh hey, what happened? You're under mind control from a starfish.
So, what are you guys' final ratings? Do they change or?
Nah, it's still 8.5.
Still a 9.5.
Yeah, I'll give it 9.
Okay. Yeah, mine says the same too, 8.5. All right, let's read some online reviews. This IMDb audience member gave it a 9 out of 10. I remember as if it was yesterday my utter disappointment in 2016 when I purchased my tickets to watch Suicide Squad back then. No hate towards David Ayer. The studio definitely meddled with his film to the max. I would like to see his version, but nonetheless, it was a terrible film. Fast forward 5 years, and DC turns the tables and makes what is probably one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. The film is ballsy and violent and full of heart. The characters are great, and I'm very happy that James Gunn used what worked in the original, because it was a bad movie, but there were some good moments in it. The film, James really respects David Ayer film by keeping what worked and sticking to what needed to be done. The R rating was what was needed, and I'm glad the studio acknowledged that. Tired of seeing studios go from PG-13 ratings so they can get more views. Like, come on now. Grow a pair, please. Doing it with Venom and all that. Ever since Joker DC has discovered that they can really do some crazy work and get numbers in, then Birds of Prey happened, which I enjoyed too. But this movie here, it all led up. So kudos to WB for the R rating.
There was something in the credits that I noticed that the movie like credited David Ayer in there.
Oh, really? That's cool.
So I guess he did some work, or maybe they just used him as like a credit as an inspiration. Or
I know when Zack Snyder's Justice League movie came out, they were talking about making the same thing for David Ayer's Suicide Squad for a little while there.
Yeah, but then I think DC said they're not going to do that.
Yeah. It's like they hate all the good ideas that get thrown their way. It's like, oh, you want to do something cool with DC? Nah,
get out of here with that.
I mean, they already got a hit on their hands. I mean, I don't think they need to revisit it.
Yeah, this is a great movie. It worked out really well. I don't think we need David Ayer's version anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you guys think about that comment?
I
only
agreed.
spit the facts.
I don't remember anything from the first one, actually.
We'll see.
The only scene I remember is the bar scene, and I guess that bar scene was pretty all right. So, I mean, they did kind of take that and make their own version in this one.
I said it yesterday. I felt like this just is another version of the first one.
But better.
Yeah, but better. I don't know. I told you this when we got done watching. I was like, I felt like they took some
You need
scenes.
to rewatch the first one.
Bro, I remember the
We
first
could watch
one.
the first one together. That first one sucked.
No, I'm telling you, some of the scenes from the first one and this one felt like they just did some.
We have to rewatch it together.
I guess so, since you don't remember any of the first movie.
It's terrible.
I know it's not. It's not like, again, I like the first
It does
one.
have good movies. I liked it too.
I'm not really.
But I'm a
I don't
DC
think it was.
fan.
I didn't think it was that bad for for that kind of.
I
movie.
agree.
What did you like?
It sucked, but I don't think it deserved all the hate it was getting. I think it was just cool to hate on it at the time.
You know, actually, my favorite thing from Suicide Squad, the first one, was Will Smith talking to her daughter. And the daughter was like, "Are you a bad guy, Daddy?"
Yes.
And then he was like, "No, that's a lie," or something.
That-
But
in front
the
of
way
Batman.
he said it, it was like really cheesy and like stilted.
I think that's kind of also what they drew inspiration of, because like Bloodsport's daughter was all like, "Oh, my dad's a bad guy. How can I have a good life when you're such a bad dude?"
Yeah, the daughter character was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, and so I think that's a part that worked in the original that they kind of brought back for this one.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
It's-
scenes like that's made me feel like it was still similar to the first one. Or
It's also good that they didn't do a whole introduction where Amanda Waller has to get funding to get her own team and shit.
Oh yeah, this time
Like the
it's
team is already
established.
established, or the organization or whatever.
Yeah,
Because they spent way too long on that,
introducing all the characters. Yeah, they did.
and like they go back and forth and to like.
well, this was
it's
just
terrible.
a reboot to the first failed attempt.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the
original.
they didn't have to like
They didn't have to show her trying
re-explain.
To struggle.
Yeah.
She was
She
already,
already had the
approved.
power, yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
All right, let's take a look at this Metacritic review. They gave it an 83 out of 100. The most fun and least depressing superhero movie in a very long time. Guns deliriously ultra-violent, The Suicide Squad wears the yoke of its genre with a lightness that allows it to slip loose of the usual restraints, if not shaken off of them altogether.
The least depressing.
I mean, I guess people are still depressed about Endgame, maybe.
But that's
Yeah,
not
that
a.
would
But
make
that's not.
sense.
But that's not a DC movie, is it?
Yeah, but
But it's superhero movie.
Superhero.
Oh, it just said superhero, right? And
Yeah.
So I remember when that movie ended, everybody left the theater quiet.
well, how would you react to that movie?
good
Like, it's sad to see a whole
Team lose a whole
15 years worth of work or something like that, or even longer, like just to end it, all of that.
Yeah,
It's
to have your favorite characters die, just like
it's just over.
So what was the rest of the review? Or was
that was
the-
that was
was
it.
it.
That was
Oh.
a short review. These are short reviews from here.
Well, this guy.
All right. Well, next Rotten Tomato audience member gave it a 5 out of 5. Extremely funny movie with a whole lot of action. Great acting, but don't get too attached, Winky Face. That's a review.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, because in the IMAX theater, they also had like a little like scan this QR code to like do a little quiz or something.
Oh, yeah.
Of who would die or whatever.
That's funny.
Was
Yeah,
it
really
was it a
strange.
scan? I thought it was a website you had to type in.
It was something, bro.
And I remember the numbers, to be honest, right now.
It was like 16 something.
Yeah, but I mean, it was cool. I liked how they were all like, they all had mortality to them. It makes it a lot better because normally when you watch superhero movies, you're like, oh, they're the main character, they're not gonna die. This is their movie.
Superhero landing.
Mhm.
That's one cool thing I remember. When Bloodsport was falling down. From
Oh
the building.
yeah,
That was cool because he was just like,
I feel
I was like, oh, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
the first fall, I was like,
he
how
should
the
have died
fuck
from that.
did
Yeah,
he?
he should have died from that first fall.
Well, at least he should have broke both his legs.
Yeah, that
for
landing
sure.
was really rough.
And the
man.
fact that he's just like, oh, I'm fine, and
And
he
the-
just kept falling. I'm like, how is your
Yeah,
legs
the other ones
not
were
broken?
more believable.
It was still a cool ending with all this all that dust around
Yeah,
it.
it
When
was-
he finally
when he finally landed at the end of
That
Meet
was super
Peacemaker.
cool.
Watch
Yeah.
it. Look at superhero landing.
Conveniently.
Superhero.
Conveniently, right when he was about to kill Ratcatcher 2. That's also a funny name for a main character.
Probably
Ratcatcher
the best
2.
superhero landing I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, that was pretty
with
dope.
Bloodshot.
Yeah,
Bloodsport, yeah.
Bloodsport, yeah, that was
Bloodsport.
awesome. In this, Rotten Tomatoes critic gave it a fresh. The Suicide Squad will play well with comic book fans, but casual moviegoers may be harder to sell with this material. I kind of disagree with that.
I also disagree
Yeah,
with that.
I think anyone can watch this and enjoy it.
I don't think you got to know much about the comic books. They do a good job of just explaining it throughout the movie.
Mhm.
Like they don't, like Jesus was saying, they don't take a whole sequence of just like this is their backstory. It's like it kind of gets dropped. They kind of like start to open up.
Yeah,
throughout the
they're
movie.
like, you don't need to really know anything about these characters. You could just
Mhm.
here's just like a short little 2-sentence description of what the fuck they do.
Yeah.
you
Like how
know?
they did in the first one. They went all in depth. Like he did this. This was a
Mhm.
superpower.
Yeah.
Like with Boomerang Man.
Yeah, that was a bad.
Their
moment
intros
of
were really bad too.
And this one is like, this is your team, and then Bloodsport's like, oh, we're fucked.
I don't know, man. They had when we went and watched it yesterday. There was a lady that didn't seem to understand it all.
I don't get how you don't get the movie. It's really easy to follow.
that
She fell
that
asleep
woman,
twice.
I don't know if she was just really dumb or because all right, so she was eating food and she had like a metal plate, all right. Nice job.
We're all just waiting for it.
She had a metal plate and like it looked like she came into the movie with her food finished because I don't remember her eating anything.
Or
She just sat down and then she put like 10 minutes later she put a plate onto the chair next to me that was in between us, and the seat was up obviously. So she tries to put the plate on top, and then it fucking falls down and it clangs all over the floor. And for some reason, this lady found for whatever reason, she was just like, I have to pick it back up and I have to put it back on the chair. When she could
puts
have
it
just
back
left
on the
it.
chair.
Yeah, she could have just left it on the floor. I don't understand why she. And then later, like halfway through the movie, it falls down again, but because she's leaning her arm on the chair.
Oh my god. You guys
So-
seem to have the worst experience.
So she must have been like drunk or something, or just really stupid.
Well, we keep going back to the North Celebration
Yeah,
Cinema.
I go
She was
there
like
too. I never have a bad experience. I watch the IMAX movies
You're
there.
lucky.
She was acting like a child because the way she was just like
The fact she uses her flashlight during the movie just to look for something.
What the heck? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I don't know if it's because of the timing we go or what. It's just
Maybe.
We went at an
I
appropriate
was
time.
Well-
yeah, it was like 7 p.m.
Yeah, but that's when people would still be up. Like maybe if we would have watched that late night showing.
Like
Or
I
last
was
showing or too late night showing. Someone brought their baby.
I was really
Okay.
tempted
Dude,
to
I-
say something to that lady. I was like, "Are you
Are
are
good?
you okay? Do you need to go to the bathroom and rethink something?"
Rethink everything. Well, you guys
Did you
also.
not see that message of no cell phones?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe because she really just didn't want to be there. I don't know why though. That movie was a casual movie anyone could have watched. Like, oh, hey, you want to go watch
As
this
long
movie?
as you have a parent's permission.
Yes.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta be
Yes.
rated R.
Yes, but like other than that, like it's something that anyone could watch on their free time just because it was funny and good.
That's another thing I do want to talk about too, though. The rated R. I'm so glad they did that because
Yeah.
there's a lot of movies. Like we were talking about Black Widow. Our first episode should have been rated R, and
Got
they
ruined
didn't, and
because
it
it
kind of
wasn't,
made
yeah.
it cheesy. Yeah.
Well, I feel like if they gave it the rated R, they'd only really use it for like 2 scenes. Other than that, they didn't really need a rated R.
Well, they could have done more though if it was rated
Yeah.
R.
That's true. Because Black Widow, an assassin, and we didn't really see.
But then
The
little kids
assassination.
won't be able to see the movie because it's
Yeah.
Marvel.
Well, that's not true. Little kids can go on there. Their parents are gonna watch it. It's a Marvel movie. A lot of parents like it.
All right, so now let's get into any content we've seen this week. All right. So, what shows or movies have you guys watched this week?
I watched The Edge of 17 with my sisters, which is about, kind of like puberty type
Mm.
stuff.
Mhm.
This girl, like, having to deal with, like, social issues and, just going through life and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good, surprisingly good. My sister just put it on because they were bugging me to watch it.
No.
Also rewatched Parasite with them, too.
The live action.
The
or-
movie, yeah.
The live action.
The Korean movie.
The Korean movie.
that one.
The
Awards.
thriller.
Oh.
Oh,
That
It's on-
really
it's on
good
Hulu.
movie.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
I
It was probably the best movie of last year.
Yeah. Maybe I just give my sisters too much credit, but because they're like teens. They're like 16 and 14.
Oh, okay.
They watched that movie with me. But they really liked it and they cried at the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's an intense movie. For
Yeah.
those of you who haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out.
so you're telling me I need to watch it?
Yes, you need to watch it. It's good. It's good.
Jeez, don't yell at me. I'm
And-
sorry. I just don't like to read too much. And I know that movie's all in.
You
like,
watch anime, right?
Yeah, and dub.
Oh my gosh.
I watch more dub than sub, and there's only a couple shows I've seen sub that I'm like, I have to watch in sub because I've gotten attached to it really well.
Also, everyone needs to watch The Owl House.
I actually haven't seen that yet.
It's
yeah.
really
I
good.
don't know if it.
It's on
really
Disney,
good.
It's on
like
Disney.
you was
I
saying.
mentioned it like 3 times,
I know
bro.
you did, but I'm just like.
I've been
out there.
explaining what it is.
Wait, explain it one more time. I
Oh
didn't
my
hear
God.
you.
It's about it's kind of like Harry Potter.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So
Upset.
it's not good.
Oh my, what?
I mean,
I can't. I'm just
Lots
joking.
of people like
I'm just joking. I've
Yeah,
only
you know.
watched the very first one, and then like I tried watching the second one. I fell asleep.
I'm judging you really hard
Right.
right now.
Harry
s-
Potter's good.
I also
series.
watched Harry Potter at like 12 o'clock at night.
Still judging you.
Gotta watch it when it's not 12 o'clock at
Yeah.
night.
I don't own the movies.
It's on HBO.
if you
Oh
if you
yeah, it is, isn't it?
if you watched Gravity Falls, it's kind of like that,
Ooh.
but for witches.
Okay, I like
love
Gravity
Because
Falls.
Alex
yes.
Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls,
Oh. He does this show?
he's one of the characters, but
Okay.
also his girlfriend is the creator of the Owl House.
I'm so sad that
Okay.
Gravity
That's
Falls is
awesome.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know it's
well,
been
now you
over-
got another show that has Alex Hirsch in it.
He's really cute in it.
All right, what did you watch or check out this week?
Well, I'm on almost season 3 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, okay.
So I'm getting through that. I rewatched Silent Voice on Netflix.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I
wanna
That's a
rewatch
good
that.
movie.
I cried in the airplane to Texas like twice.
The manga's better.
The manga's better.
I
The
can't- you-
movie's good too, man.
I can't.
Not as good as the manga.
You can't
But
like.
can I hear them speak through the manga? No.
If you're good enough, yes.
They're good enough. Well, see, I can't like read the manga if I have no Wi-Fi connection.
Wi-Fi.
Sucks to suck, doesn't it?
Or I'm not gonna be like the lady who was in front of me who had her phone on the whole time when
Oh
we
my
took
gosh.
off. I was telling my brother's wife, I'm like, we're gonna die. She didn't put on airplane mode or anything. I
Oh
was like,
my
we're gonna
gosh.
die. And then the only thing I watched like maybe 40 more episodes of One Piece.
Oh, dang.
So I'm getting up there.
That's
Almost.
a lot of episodes.
Yeah. And then I rewatched all of SAO.
Okay.
Season 1 all the way to season 3. Shut up, Jesus.
Rewatching the series?
Yeah.
I actually...
SAO is not bad.
Shut up, bro.
Dude,
no,
the only-
actually.
The
What do you
only
mean?
good part is the up until they freaking defeat the game creator. then everything after that goes downhill.
Honestly, the season 2, the part I'm gonna call it part B because it's its own thing.
Part 2.
Oh, you're talking about Gun Gale?
No, not that's part A. Season 2.
I keep thinking of
part B is like
Alfheim.
Part 2 of Gun Gale Online.
Elfheim was the worst. I hated that.
That's the worst one.
Yeah.
I hated
Especially
that. Arc.
what you're gonna tell me the cousin that wants to fuck his
Yeah,
brother
that's freaking weird, dude.
I ignored that entire situation.
Okay,
You
well,
can't
you're
ignore it.
gonna,
You
you're
should
gonna
not
ignore
ignore
half of the fucking season then?
Literally, like after they say that, after she admits it, the next season she's still in love with them. There's no change.
I ignored that entire
But
situation.
like no, like the part. So like after all of Alpha, like that.
Elfheim.
Yeah,
The whole
Alpine.
show is about all the girls trying to fuck Kirito.
Yeah, it's
It's a
basically a
harem anime.
harem. Yeah.
Yeah, but like after that,
That's
like
when it goes downhill.
it's like part B to me of season 2 is about Alcina and how she meets a friend who has like some type of disease.
Oh,
and,
actually, I haven't seen that.
I
and,
actually
then,
like that part.
and then I cried at work while I was watching that,
Yeah,
listening to
same.
that, because it was just she dies.
Kinda work.
Yeah, bro.
It's a very sad scene.
It's a very sad scene. Oh, talking to a guy who has no soul over here, guys.
Parasite sad.
You
You're
remember?
sad.
Do you
Asuna is
remember?
not even. Asuna is a cardboard character.
Oh, take that back.
after
That's
she
my
gets-
waifu right there.
After
Take
she
it
gets
back.
together with Kirito, she becomes the blandest thing.
She does.
that is
I-
kind of true.
well,
Because
that-
she used to be like tough and like
Yeah, she's very spunky, rebellious.
Well, that's why in that like the season 2 part B, like okay, again, I'm gonna keep calling it part
season
B
2 part B.
because it's all like it's all broken in different arcs, and I know that, but it's like the fourth arc. It's all about her and how she becomes more of a badass again. And then in season 3, she's bland again. Like she all last just forgets what she learned.
All right,
And-
so what were we talking about again before this?
It's all right. It's your turn. Just content you've seen this week.
I watched Alien and Aliens, just those 2 movies,
Mm.
because it was on Tubi TV.
Do you
And-
see the third one?
Well, which one's the third one? Because the next one that was going to be playing was
It's just called
AVP.
Alien 3.
Oh, okay. No, I did not watch Alien 3. Is that the one where she gets revived or something like that and she gets like superpowers?
I don't know.
Are you joking?
Are they good though?
Yeah, I really enjoyed
I'm
them.
not.
Okay.
Aliens 1 and 2.
Mhm.
Okay.
Very fun movies. I'd recommend them. If you haven't watched them by now, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Well, I haven't watched them because I haven't found the time to
What-
watch them.
I've watched Alien like twice. I don't remember much of Aliens because I only watched it once as a kid. But I
Mm.
gotta rewatch it at some point.
But yeah, they're not bad. That's pretty much what I did.
The closest
The only
thing
things
that
I
I've
watched
seen,
today, yeah.
Okay.
the closest thing that I've seen that Aliens is Aliens versus Predators.
I thought you were
That
gonna
was
say
also-
the alien skin in
Second
Fortnite.
no, no. That's
Bro,
like-
Ariana Grande is in Fortnite.
I got her.
You got her?
Yeah.
I knew it.
yeah, he does.
May was telling me, he's like, she's in Fortnite? And I'm like, yeah, Jesus probably got her.
Yeah, I missed out on her concert, but I'm gonna probably check it out when I can.
All right. And what I've seen this week is not a lot of new stuff coming out this week. So I look back through some older stuff. I watched Beasts of No Nation, was released October 16th of 2015. So the plot is centered around a drama based on the experiences of Agu, a child soldier fighting in the civil war of an unnamed African country. It's rated R, directed by Kari Joji Fukunaga. It's starring Abraham Atta, and I rate an 8 out of 10. Some very heavy subject matter, so I don't recommend it for everybody unless you think you can handle this sort of thing.
Did you say if this was live action or animated?
It's live action.
Oh,
It's about a child soldier, so some pretty heavy stuff in there.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, you said it took place in Africa.
Mhm.
I'm thinking like that whole boat scene when the guy gets.
Oh, and Captain Phillips.
I don't know what that movie's
Like,
called.
I'm your captain now.
I don't know.
What?
Is that what you're talking about?
I think so. I don't remember. I don't know. I've never seen the movie.
I thought he was gonna talk about Jungle Cruise.
I don't think Dragon Cruise takes
No,
place
this
in
is-
Africa. It
this is
takes place in
different.
South Africa.
Yeah, I know. South Africa.
And although this is like a fictional story, I think it reflects on a gruesome reality that child soldiers have existed and do exist today in the world, and it's something that really makes you think.
They gotta
No.
make a living somehow.
They're not
Bro.
making a living.
Bro.
They're
what?
doing it to live.
And make a living.
They're not making money from it. They're just doing it to survive.
Yeah, so they can get food, water, and then
Yeah.
place to live.
Oh my gosh.
So making a living. Pay free rent. Sounds great.
And the next other thing I watched this week is I actually watched the new Space Jam, A New Legacy. It was released July 16 of 2021. So the plot centered around a rogue artificial intelligence kidnaps the son of famed basketball player LeBron James, who then has to work with Bugs Bunny to win a basketball game. Rated PG, directed by Malcolm D. Lee, and it's starring LeBron James. I rated a 3.5 out of 10.
Damn.
You didn't really like it?
No.
What?
I thought it was a very fun
The new
movie.
Space Jam?
Shut up, bro.
Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna give it. Space Jam itself, I would have given it like a solid 7. Nothing.
The first
lower.
one?
This
No,
new one?
The new one, yes.
No.
I mean, the acting in it, like LeBron, his acting is garbage.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Straight
good.
garbage.
Dude, they're all garbage.
I don't know. I like what they
Don
did.
Cheadle is a great actor. He
He
plays
didn't-
War Machine.
he-
He's in this movie.
Hmm.
And he's the villain in this one. But he just seems more like a cartoon villain than like
An
an
actual
actual villain. If they wanted a cartoon villain, Looney Tunes has a lot of characters to choose from. It's not just that main cast. There's a lot more characters to choose from. They have the whole Warner Brothers, library to choose from.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they're
but
like,
this is-
we'll just make this guy goofy computer dude who can do everything.
I think the scariest thing of that movie is just like you see all the references, and then you're just like, oh fuck, Warner Brothers owns all of this.
yeah.
I know, that's crazy to think
They're
about.
pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they own Harry
Like,
Potter.
Mhm.
Like, do they
If
really?
you ever go to Universal,
Do they
Yes.
own Rick and Morty?
Yes, I guess so.
I think that's a property because it airs on Adult Swim, and
And
Adult
that's
Swim
a
is owned.
Cartoon Network.
Yes,
Yes.
and that's owned by Warner Brothers.
Oh.
Overall, like plot wise, yeah, it's not the best. The villain may not be this, but the movie overall is fun.
Okay, here's what I wrote. I've seen my fair share of bad movies, but this one was hard to watch. It had everything going for it. It had a big budget, a huge legacy and following behind it, great characters, and an amazing animation, and yet everything about it was so disappointing because it was trying so hard to be a 90s movie. It was trying so hard to be the Looney Tunes, and it was trying so hard to be funny, and it was great at none of that.
Okay,
It's a
so
very of its time film.
Because we got like LeBron, right?
Mhm.
He's like, a good basketball player, but he's
no Michael Jordan.
yeah. And in this movie, they had to keep making up for that. They kept calling him the king, the king. Oh, look at the king. It's the king. It's like, if you're a good basketball player, your reputation will precede you. Like, we don't need it shoved down our throats every 5 minutes, reminding us,
I
oh,
didn't
he's a
even
good
notice
basketball
that.
player.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
You didn't?
No.
I did, but I don't
Maybe
know.
you tuned out the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Michael Jordan, he might not be a good actor, but he didn't have to tell us every 5 minutes, yeah, I'm the best.
Everyone
I only
knows
focus
who
on the
Michael Jordan
fundamentals. Yeah, everyone knows him because they already know he's a good
And
basketball
they had
player.
Bill Murray.
Mhm.
Did they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the original
the
they
first
did.
one,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't feel like it was that bad, in my
Dude,
opinion.
all the characters were so bland and vanilla. Like, oh my gosh.
You mean like the Looney Tunes or the rest of the actual real life
the
actors?
real life actors? The
Oh,
Looney
yeah.
Tunes are the Looney
Well,
Tunes.
I mean, maybe not the guy who plays War Machine. I don't think he actually seemed to try in his role.
He looked like he was the only real actor.
Yeah, the rest
Yeah,
of
but
them, the rest of them were pretty.
they limited him so hard. I feel like they gave him such a bad script. He was just like, he was
did what he
reading
could
cheesy
with it,
lines.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like you said though, this movie was trying to take the theme was like the '90s again.
Yeah, they were
So-
trying to make a 90s movie in today's time, and it's like, well, you got to pick one. You can't be both.
I did like.
I like that description. I like that.
Yeah.
I did like that they updated the graphics.
Yeah, that's the only good part about
They
it.
updated the graphics.
The graphics. The animation was really nice, which, kind of sucks because,
They took away Lola's thickness.
well, not just that. Not that.
They
Not
should have
that.
kept it 2D, but I mean, kids nowadays grew up on 3D, so
Yeah.
they aren't used to
I
it.
don't know when he's like, "Oh, you guys are all out of date. Let me smash this upgrade button. Upgrade."
And it's like really weird looking CGI.
I know when
Yeah, I don't like when they go into CGI. I liked when they were tunes.
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't like the big hairy guy. I don't know his name.
Oh,
Casimir-
no,
Gossamer?
Not Gossamer, yep.
yeah, I didn't really like when he upgraded to him CGI. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah,
no,
Gossamer doesn't look the same.
no, he looked bad
Like,
CGI.
the whole thing was just kind of a mess. And
How-
then, even the Looney Tunes were kind of not the Looney Tunes. They were trying really hard to be Looney Tunes. Like, Bugs was really selfish and crazy in this one. Like, normally, Bugs, you think of him, he's like that calm, cunning character who,
Well,
always gets away with
Kind
everything.
of like how
Well,
he
like-
was in the original.
Yeah.
I kind of liked him being kind of selfish in the Looney Tunes show, the reboot.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Yeah.
That was fun.
But I mean, he did it like in a realistic way. And this one, he's just like, I want my friends back, and I don't care about if your son dies or these humans stay in this world.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds. Well, I haven't watched the movie to be honest. They should have let Piggy swear in his rap.
Oh, honestly.
Oh my god, that was so cringy too. We didn't need a whole 3-minute sequence of a Porky Pig rapping.
Isn't that how they got
It was
more
3
points,
minutes?
though? Yeah, it was.
It was like a 2-3 minute rap. It
Yeah,
was a
but they
whole
got
song.
Points in the.
Yeah, they got points for that, though. They're like, he did the whole, he busted
It
the
was
whole
so-
rhyme and everything. He got some points for them.
And then they were trying to hype it up. Like the commentators were like, "Oh my god, that was the most fire thing I've ever heard."
Actually?
and I'm just
yeah.
And then I'm just sitting there like,
This is so bad.
yes.
I still think it was a fun movie though. I mean, I respect
Okay,
your
you
opinion
know-
on there, but it was fun.
You know
What was your
I'm
favorite
gonna
scene,
I'm
then?
going to drop my rating to a 5 at least.
You gonna drop it to
Yeah,
a 5?
yeah.
Okay, I'll respect
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I don't need a favorite scene to make a movie fun.
If you're
Well,
talking
what
about
was the most memorable scene to you besides that rap?
Do you
sequence?
remember a single thing?
No.
okay, if I want to say a favorite scene from the movie is when Daffy Duck was Spider-Man.
He was.
Oh, Superman. The
Superman.
off-brand version of
Bro.
Superman. Oh, that's how bad it was.
That's how you don't even remember what character.
Can't
Yeah,
even remember.
he's just that
But
bad.
it was just funny to me because like he's
Daffy.
the off.
Daffy's my favorite Looney Tunes character, and I feel like they barely utilized him in this.
They-
one.
They didn't
They-
use him very much. He wasn't.
He wasn't even
He
in
was
the team. He was the
he
coach.
was the coach, and even as a coach, LeBron was doing all the coaching. He was just sidelined.
He was the
I like
assistant coach, if
I like the
anything.
fact they used Daffy Duck a lot more in the original one.
Yeah,
How-
he's my favorite character.
Yeah, so I kind of wish they did use Daffy Duck more
Mhm.
like that.
All the characters were like that. The only one they used is Bugs, and then Lola was the only cool character that I enjoyed.
Played by what was it,
Zendaya. She was the only competent character in the movie. Like, I get it. It's Looney Tunes. I've watched a lot of Looney Tunes, but that doesn't mean just because their name is Looney Tunes doesn't mean they're always got to be loony.
You also have a lot more to say because I for one
Don't
don't watch
remember a
Looney
single
Tunes.
You don't remember any
I
of
don't
it.
watch Looney Tunes.
Oh, Looney
Like,
Tunes is
it-
great, bro.
Yeah,
So-
they each have like character to them, and in this one they were all just like wacky cartoon
Did they
characters
have
that
the-
you watch on TV.
Did they have the cat one? The cat,
That's
the
right.
cat and
Sylvester?
the
Sylvester and
and the
Tweety.
skunk. The cat and the
Oh.
skunk.
Oh no! See, they didn't even use their whole cast. They
Pepe
didn't
Le
put the
Pew. I think
Yep.
they
Yeah.
canceled.
Yeah, he was canceled.
Yeah, because in the original Looney Tunes, they had him in it in the actual team lineup. It was funny because they like Bugs hold him up as like, and he's like, "Oh, we
But he's a little too creepy nowadays.
Yeah.
bro," but he's still funny.
Still creepy.
Yeah, I mean, I understand not using him, but there's a lot of characters they could have used.
I felt like they didn't even use Tasmanian Devil all the way either.
They didn't use Elmer Fudge much either.
Was
Like he said like one line and that was it.
was Marvin the Martian on it?
Yeah, they just used him to steal a spaceship. That's it.
Actually, no, they
he
used
didn't
him.
even play
he was
for the
the ref.
team.
He was the ref too.
Oh,
Oh,
barely.
well, he was the ref in the first one, wasn't
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was barely the ref in this one. It was more the new computer character's ref. Was the ref? You know
Oh,
what I'm
really?
talking about? Don Cheadle's assistant, the little computer, was the
Oh.
ref.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Then never mind. I think he
Yeah,
did. Yeah,
Marvin.
they just,
Marvin was just sidelined the whole movie too.
well, that was just a waste of a character then.
The whole thing was just a waste, man. I don't recommend this movie to anyone.
he? I forgot
recommend
this
it.
was from your week. Or
All
I
right.
recommend it.
You don't
No,
recommend
don't
it.
recommend.
I mean, like I said, I honestly dropped my rating to a 5. So I mean,
I dropped
it's
my
bad.
rating from One Piece from 0 to -0
Ooh.
Negative 0.
Yeah.
because I don't trust your recommendation.
Well, okay. One Piece is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It's
but-
just super long, and if you actually have the time to actually sit through just the same running jokes into it, then you'll be fine. Like Zoro always getting lost every other episode. It's like, oh my god, we turn left. Oh, he's like, go right.
See,
Got
but
it.
I can see something like that working because they do the same thing in Phineas and Ferb where they have the same formula, yet you still watch it because there's always like something new-ish going on there.
Yeah.
All right, so, but I mean, this movie has none of that. It has they have a lot of material to work with that they don't use.
They even have a large budget to work with
Yes.
it, and they just mess it up.
They're like, nah, let's spend it all on the animation and none of it on the script writing or acting. All right, now let's roll the credits. You guys have any recommendations for any media?
I already said it. The Owl House.
The Owl House.
I don't have any
watch it.
current
Any like
recommendations.
YouTube video games? Like that,
Okay.
just to recommend people to watch.
People should play Ultra Kill. I guess it's like a first-person shooter, kind of like Doom. It's classic looking, but it's you like play as a robot that does like almost like character action type FPS. Like you can punch shotgun shells into enemies and stuff.
Oh, that's
like
kind
that.
of cool. What about you?
I'm trying to think. There's a game that I've seen that I felt like I'm gonna buy.
All right,
Well,
we'll come
then
back
we'll
to
go
you.
to
All right,
Aleksey.
I do have. I guess I do actually have a game. I mean, I think it was like Game of the Month for PlayStation. It's called Splitgate. It's basically Portal meets FPS shooters,
Oh, okay.
I feel like I've heard of this.
and it's not bad. Their servers are tiny, so you have to wait like almost a half hour just to get in it.
Dang.
But it's fun when you get in it. It gets repetitive, so I don't play very much. But I recommend it to try out because it's a very cool concept.
Sounds kind of like Splatoon.
Okay, yeah.
Because your ink is kind of like portals that you slide
So-
around on. And
Yeah, but can you shoot your gun in Splatoon all the way across the map, and then one right in front of you and just walk through and be all the way on the
good
other side of
point.
the map?
I guess not. Not unless you cover the whole map with your ink. All right. I want to recommend The Anime Man. I actually recently started watching this YouTube channel.
Oh, really? You've
Yeah.
only just now?
Yeah, I know he's
Oh.
done collabs with PewDiePie, but this is the first time I've actually like sat down and watched one of his own videos.
Have you watched his girlfriend?
Oh yeah, I haven't. I don't really check out her content, but I know she's got like she does like this crime sort of channel. Pretty interesting. But I mean, I'm not too into the crime scene. All right, but yeah, if you guys like anime or manga, check his channel out. So what's the plan for next week's Saturday's episode? What movie? Free
Wait.
Guy or Don't Breathe 2?
Free Guy.
Probably Free Guy, since
Free
it's
Guy.
an original concept, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So was Javier gonna say?
Oh
what
yeah,
game-
sorry, we skipped yours.
Well, what's gonna look at? It was I think Back for Blood. That's the
You
game.
think?
Yeah.
No, that's the game that looked good to me. That I'm kind
Co-op
of
zombie murder game.
yeah.
I think it's made by the same people who made Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it looked good to me when I seen the trailer for
Yeah,
it,
it
and
looks
like,
pretty good.
yeah, I want to buy it. I want to buy
You
it.
said that
due to
for
what-
Demon Souls, and then you.
I didn't say Demon Souls was good.
I was talking about Javier.
Oh, okay.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
dude, I'll buy your copy of Demon Souls.
It's digital.
For fuck's sake.
All right, so next Saturday we'll have Free Guy 2 live.
Why don't we watch like
Or
3
Free
movies?
Guys.
Why don't we
No,
watch
'cause
3
I'm not
movies next
spending
week?
3
Should I go to
that's-
Comic Con?
Buy the thing.
Can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Because I got too many other subscriptions.
All right, if you've enjoyed this video and you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like it, comment down below on your favorite scene on the Suicide Squad, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, thanks for visiting the Sleeping Cinema Podcast. Links for these two channels will be in the description below. Until next week, peace.
See you later.
Deuces.
Bye.
Do you want to go to Olive Garden?
Bet.